AITA for telling my younger siblings being separated from them was the best thing for me? When I, 26F, was 11, my younger siblings and I were taken from our parents and placed in foster care. At the time my siblings were 4, 6, and 7. We were placed in different foster homes together for a year, but the damage done by our parents was too great. My siblings could only see me as mom and rejected anyone else doing anything for them. They would physically attack our foster parents if they stepped in to help them instead of me being the one to do it. I was growing more resentful by the day, and there were days where I locked myself in a room and didn't come out. Not to eat or drink or anything. I was so overwhelmed. We were in individual therapy and family therapy, but during family therapy they would sit on me and refuse to engage with the therapist or the toys we had in the room. It was suggested after a year that we needed a break. At first it was only supposed to be 6 months. I'd be separated from them and placed somewhere else, but 6 months became 12. In that time I bounced around some before settling in with a family. When my siblings and I met up again, it was in family therapy and a good 6-month effort was put in, but they still exhibited the same behaviors. Expecting me to mother them and refusing to let go or engage in the therapy. They'd lash out at everyone around once it was time for me to go home. My younger sister even broke my arm accidentally because she grabbed me so hard one day and refused to let me get free. There was another period of no contact, and then we had phone contact only. We never got past that because they were still set in their mindset of they needed their mom back and not their sister. Plus they had an extreme meltdown when they were told I had been adopted. There was no contact for years. Even when I turned 18, I decided to focus on bettering myself, healing and working toward my future than trying to have a relationship with my siblings again. Last year they reached out to me after they all aged out of foster care. They wanted a relationship, and I told them we'd need family therapy and they would need to participate before any relationship could happen. They were reluctant but agreed. It's clear they still view me not as their sister but as their mom. I have told them I'm their sister, not their mom, and the only relationship I will have with them is a sibling one. I did this with the help of the therapist and still nothing changed. They did open up more than before, so I kept trying. But recently they have gone off on the fact we were separated and how cruel and disgusting it was to break a sibling group up. They said it never happens and they should be ashamed. They wanted my thoughts on it for a while and I said mine were different at first. But they were getting very vitriolic about that. They asked how I could see it any differently and how I should have sued the state for separating us. Then I told them a couple of days ago that being separated from them was the best thing for me. That it allowed me to heal and grow and to have a small childhood for what was left. I told them I was sorry it was so rough for them, but I needed to not be weighed down by the expectation and demand that I be a parent when I was just a little girl. They hate me for what I said and told me I should never have voiced it out loud to them. AITA?